Hey guys, it's RJ, the founder of The Classy Networker. I am here in North Scottsdale. I'm actually spending most of the day with my amazing hunk of a husband, Josh, and he's getting a massage, but I want to talk to you about why most network marketing leaders fail to duplicate themselves. Why do they fail to develop leaders inside of their organization? And over the last couple of days, we've been talking about ego. We've been talking about many of the pitfalls of success. Because I think you guys really want to know, like, how can you up-level your business without losing your family, your friends, or your soul? How can you duplicate your efforts? And really, I know what attracted me to this industry was leverage. If you guys are just joining the line, please let me know where you are watching from. Hey guys, hey Vicky, glad that you're here. And if you guys know somebody who needs this information about duplicating themselves, getting better leadership, please click the share to your wall and comment below shared. I'll do my best to shout you out. I'm here, it's Scottsdale, it's gorgeous, it is 77 degrees today, stunning. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about, hey Tony from Milwaukee, welcome. Let's talk a little bit about why you want to develop leaders. So one of the greatest things that is in network marketing is the ability to create leverage. And I saw this at 21 years old. It was the first time I ever got introduced to this style of business, this style of marketing. And what I saw was the ability to duplicate myself and get paid a tiny percent off of somebody else's efforts. And that wasn't an option in retail. Hey Dan, hey Kim, welcome guys. And I didn't have that in retail. I would work 40, 50 hours a week, and that's what I got paid for. It was either a direct salary, or sometimes I was on an hourly wage. Sometimes I'd have small bonuses on commission, but if I didn't go to work, I didn't get paid. It was linear income. And when I saw the idea that you could actually build up, which is almost like a team of micro, tiny virtual franchises, and I could get paid 2, 5, 9% off of their efforts, I was sold. How many of you guys were, sold on the idea of leverage? How many of you guys were attracted to that? Drop a 1 below if you were attracted to leverage, residual income, exponential potential, the ability to multiply your efforts. When I think about network marketing, I can work 10 hours a week if I choose, or 20 or 40, but there's only 168 hours in a week. So really, how much can I really work? 100 hours? Could I work 120 maybe? That would be insane. You'd burn out so quickly, but you can go and duplicate yourself. So you can go find 10 people. If you put in 10 hours, find 10 people that also put in 10 hours. Now you're getting paid off of the efforts and the results of 110 hours of activity. And so I fell in love. But I realized that over the last 7 years in building massive teams, hundreds of thousands of people, and now leading a great team that's built up to, myself, my husband built up a multiple 6-figure income on part-time basis. We have built people-dependent businesses, we've built system-dependent businesses, and we realized that so much of network marketing success is based on leadership. So if you're taking notes at all, leadership is influence. That's all that it is. Leadership is influence. So if you want to actually grow in your ability to attract and retain leaders, you need yourself to grow in your influence. You need to grow yourself as a leader. And if you've read John C. Maxwell, guys, drop a 2 below if you love John C. Maxwell. He's been a personal mentor of mine since 2014. Love that man. John is my friend. I love him. I read nearly every single one of his best-selling books on leadership and other people skills and faith and all that. And in his bestseller, 21 Laws of Leadership, yeah, Kim, John is the man. He's going to be speaking at our convention here in Salt Lake City here in about 6 weeks. I cannot wait to see him again. Love John. He's got the best voice, too, like that velvety radio voice. So John C. Maxwell is incredible, and he says in his book, The 21 Laws of Leadership, the law of the lid. So the law of the lid states that every single one of us have a lid. We have a leadership lid. I don't have 2 hands right now. I'm holding my selfie stick. Let me just show you. See if I can do this correctly. So you have a lid, right? Now it's in between my legs. All right. So you got a lid. And all of us have a number. So we all have a number as far as our leadership lid. And if you could imagine us like walking up, like I have a 5, or I have an 8, or I have a 10, or some people that they have maybe they're a 2 because they're a brand new leader. Now that 5, that 2, that 7, whatever your leadership lid, that number is, that's not, thank you Charlie, you're so sweet. It's called a self-tanner, baby. Not all of us have been so blessed with your gorgeous skin, right? I have to fake bake like 3 times a week to make sure that I'm not translucent. It's Casper white people problems. So I live with self-tanner. Amen. So grateful for it. So, law of the lid. The number of your leadership, your lid, does not determine your worth. I want to tell you guys that even if you're brand new, you're like green in leadership, even though you might not be attracting to great people, like you're still worth so much. Like that's not your human worth, your value, your soul worth, okay? So I want you to know that you can grow it. You can actually raise your leadership by raising your influence, by raising your skill, by doing the do, by leading by example, and by studying, by finding a mentor and replicating the results. So here's a really fascinating fact about the law of the lid, is that if you are an 8, you're going to surround yourself with 5, 6s, and 7s, right? People that are just below your lid. So if you're here, everybody on your team is going to be down here. Now, if you're a 5, or let's say a 6, so if you're an 8, you'll get 5, 6, and 7s. If you're a 6, you'll primarily have 3s and 4s in your team, right? Those are going to be a little bit of a gap. And then if you're like a 4 leader, you're primarily going to have 1s and maybe a couple of 2s. The lower that your leadership lid is, the greater the disparity is between you and your people. You like the hair? Still getting used to it. Short hair, don't care. I love it. It's fun. And then I'll get sick of it and I'll put a hair back in, because that's what girls do. We can play. We can throw in our weave when we want it. Okay. So we're talking, guys, if you're just joining us, welcome. Let me know where you're watching from. If you guys have any questions on leadership, I'll do my best to see them. Just comment below. So we're talking about the law of the lid. So if you are an 8, you're going to attract people just to an 8. If you're a 4, you're going to attract people way below a 4. Because the lower that your leadership level is, that the more that you almost need a gap in between you and your people. It's weird. It's an ego thing. It's an insecurity thing. So I want to talk about why most people do not build leaders, why they don't develop leaders. And there's a couple pitfalls. I'm going to try to go through all of them today, but I don't want this to be like a million years long. Hey guys, welcome. Nicole from Minnesota, Christina from South Florida. Hey, Rufus from Battle Creek. Welcome, guys. I'm glad that you're here. Hopefully you are really trying to up-level your business. That is what I'm here to do, is to help you guys, give you just one little nugget. Hopefully you guys can take something from this and immediately start applying it into your business, maybe give you a different perspective of leadership. So there's a couple of reasons why. So the number one pitfall, of why people don't develop leaders, why network marketers don't develop leaders, number one is ignorance. You know, when we think about unconscious incompetent, we don't know what we don't know, especially early on. If we're brand new into this thing, hair on fire, ignorance on fire, we're just trying to get a customer. We're just trying to build a team. We're just trying to get somebody in our network to see and understand the vision that we do and why we got excited. You know, we're just kind of running, you know, as fast as we possibly can, not really thinking, okay, how can I attract better people? How can I duplicate my efforts? So a lot of it is ignorance, also the way that we've been programmed. So if you think about corporate America, I told you guys I was in retail before network marketing. So I worked at a vitamin store, which is funny because I found myself in vitamins because I love health. I love transforming people's health. It's just, there's nothing better. There's no more honor. I don't believe that there's any more honorable way to make a living than impacting people's health. If you guys believe that, drop a 3 below. If you guys are in health and wellness and you just love that, I feel your love. I feel ya. Give me some hearts, guys. I love health and wellness. If you're in services, that's cool too. Everybody needs, you know, legal and travel and cell phone and all that sort of stuff. That's awesome. My first company, 4.5 years, was service. I love, you know, health and wellness and science, and I love geeking out on all of it. So ignorance. So when we think about my first job, let's talk about that. So I was a assistant manager. And in anything in retail or anything in sales or anything in corporate or even in business, like I'm surrounded, if you can see over there, back over there is a Starbucks. I have a Target behind me. I see a Massage Envy. That's actually where Josh is right now, getting his massage because he loves taking care of himself. He's so good about that. I need to take care of myself a little bit better. He is like just so awesome on it about his health. So when we think about if we were to start a coffee shop, let's use Starbucks as an example, and let's say, you know, we start a coffee shop in your town. You have a best friend that's also inspired, and they're like, I know, I want to start a coffee shop. You know, I want to have a latte place. I want to have a tea and coffee gig on the side. So they start a coffee shop. Like, it's your best friend. You want to help them, right? but you don't want to help them too much. Like if somebody, you know, in your town or your neighbor starts a competing business, like if you have a sub sandwich, you know, a sandwich shop, like a Subway or whatever, like you don't really want like the guy down the street to go into business also selling subs because he's taking market share from you. Here's what you got to know is that this is the only profession, network marketing is the only profession where you get paid highly and richly and intensely for helping people do better than you're doing. It's by reaching down and actually elevating them to be better than you. How you guys like this? Drop a 4 below if you love the idea that you can get paid helping people become better than you and outrank you. You know, I remember in the beginning, this is pitfall number 2, that ego stops so many leaders from going and duplicating themselves, from passing the baton earlier. And so in the beginning of the stages of my business, especially the first several years of network marketing, I didn't want to create other leaders because my ego weighed more than my bank account. My ego weighed more than my bank account, meaning that I wanted to be needed. If I go raise up another leader, that meant that they would take it from me. They take the business from me. They take the results from me. They take the activity from me. They wouldn't need me to do the calls, the presentation, the closing, whatever it was. They could do the training, and somehow that threatened me. It really did. Like looking back, like I see that as a really early young leader many years ago that really threatened me. Now today I'm like, woo, somebody take the mic, somebody do the Zoom, somebody else. I do not want to be the guy. I don't want to be the girl, right? Some of you guys want to be the guy. You want to be the girl. Don't be that person, okay? Don't have to be the guy. The best thing you can do is have all the guys, all the girls, the it girls, the golden childs, have them on your team. Raise them up to be better than you. Have them be the featured speaker. Have them be the one hosting events. Do you guys get this? Like this is super, super, super leverage when you can duplicate yourself so that it's not about you or stroking your ego. It's about padding your bank account. So ego really holds people back. They feel threatened. They feel often another side of ego is that they're going to be ousted. So if they go out and they actually raise leaders up in their team, all of a sudden now they're going to be compared to those leaders, and they might not be better. They might be better than them. They might be a better speaker, a better trainer, a better duplicator, whatever. And so all of a sudden, hey Kristen, welcome guys. If you're just joining, let me know where you are watching from. I'm here in Scottsdale. Josh is getting a massage, and I'm talking to you about leadership. When you think about comparison of leadership, some people have such a great fear that all of a sudden now they're going to be useless. They're going to be rendered useless in the organization because now there's better people that step up and they are replaced. So ego is one of the greatest pitfalls. And I did a Zoom or a Facebook Live on this a couple of days ago, and it's going to be a topic that I talk about for the next couple of weeks because it's something that is so apparent. That's been a big part of my journey. A part of my failings has been shaking off, dusting off that crusty, nasty, stinky ego every single day and choosing results over my pride, choosing relationships over being right. And I believe that if you can learn how to harness, suppress, and really channel your ego in a way that's, you know, driven, achieving, goal setting, getting stuff done, but being that it's not ego, it's we-go, you can now create better leaders. So guys, if you're just joining, hey Denise, hey, welcome. So glad that you guys are watching. So to pitfall number 3, why network marketing leaders don't develop other leaders. This goes right along with ego, but it's a separate category, and it's insecurity. When I look at a common feature, if you guys struggle with confidence, self-worth, insecurity, if you guys have doubts, drop a 5 below. And I'm holding up this 5 as like a high five to you because me too. I have so many doubts. I have so many doubts, guys. Drop a 5 below. Be honest. Like I question myself all the time. I compare myself to others. I find myself in that trap all the time. And I wonder if I'm good enough. Like, guys, these are just human feelings, right? We have human feelings, and it's normal. The enemy does it to steal, kill, and destroy, right? Denise is like, 5. Yes, 5. Like, we struggle, especially as women. Like, we really struggle. But here's what I found is that over the years, I have built a supernatural confidence, and it's helped me, really, really helped me build up other leaders. Let's talk about worth for a second, self-worth. First off, I believe that the greatest self-worth is built with the foundational understanding of who you are in your maker. If you guys study that, if you study how God, your amazing, incredible daddy, Abba, the Father, if you guys really study how he thinks of you, how he sees you, what he's done for you, how he sent his son for you, like, guys, the supernatural confidence that begins to, like, wow, like, I am blameless, I am pure. Like, I start seeing myself in my daddy's eyes. I'm like, well, I'm kind of a princess. Like, I'm kind of a big deal, right? You know, not in an arrogant way, right? And tell me, guys, do you guys ever confuse ego with arrogance? And, right, like, we're not talking about that. So I have built a supernatural confidence understanding who I am in Christ. So that's really helped. What I have found is that those who fail to see value in themselves have the inability to see value in others. It's like, you ever heard that phrase maybe in dating, like, you can't love somebody else until you love yourselves? Oh my God, that is so true in network marketing. If you fail to see value in yourself as a leader, if you fail to have that confidence, it's going to be really hard to be able to see those qualities in somebody else. It's going to be really, really hard to. So we got to first build up our own confidence, because there's a certain amount of leadership development. When you get in a relationship where you're mentoring leaders, there's a subconscious, sometimes conscious, but subconscious kind of vibration going back between yourself. It's a posture where the leader, like the first leader, is talking to the new leader saying, hey, I know where to go. I know where to take you. Follow me. I will show you the way. Because John C. Maxwell says a leader is one who knows the way, who shows the way, and then goes the way. And so there's a certain amount of like, listen, like, hey, Russell, hey, Denise, hey, follow me. I'll show you where to go. I'm, you know, and I tell my team all the time, hey, I might make mistakes. I might get a little off course, but I know I'm going to the top, baby. Come with me. And so there's a confidence I have found after interviewing 6- and 7-figure and people that have made $100 million in network marketing. Guys, just think about that. Like, holy cramoly. Like, crazy money, crazy results, crazy lives changed. They've done it, and you know what I found? There's a consistent trait, which is confidence. So those are the 3 major pitfalls when I think of why leaders fail to develop other leaders. In recap, ignorance. They don't know what they don't know. They don't know that leadership is good. They don't understand that replacing themselves means that they can have beach money. They can go to the beach and they can make money. They don't understand the investment in somebody else, you know, becoming irrelevant, becoming irrelevant is probably the best word. In a network marketing business is so good. How many guys drop a 6 below? I can't even show my 6. I'm holding my selfie stick. Drop a 6. Drop a 6 if you want to be irrelevant in your business. You do, I promise. You want leaders building despite of you, in spite of you. You want them going off and owning it. They might do it wrong, but that's okay. Let them fall, let them fail, let them skin their knees, and then be there to encourage them and lift them up and teach and critique and compliment and help move them forward. So ignorance, number 1. Number 2 is ego, the big stinking ego, guys. This is why 98% of the population is dead or dead broke. My mentor, Danny Johnson, has taught me that so well, and I've seen it, guys, all the time. If you guys haven't watched my ego live from a couple of days ago, please do. It was powerful. And then number 3 is insecurity. If you fail to see value in yourself, you will fail to see value in others. I have 2 more pitfalls, but I don't have enough time here today. So what I want you guys to do is join me again tomorrow. We'll be here around same time, same place tomorrow around lunchtime, and I'll share with you guys the last 2 pitfalls, how you guys can avoid some of these traps of no duplication, of no leverage, of no growth in your organization. And if you guys are needing tips like this on a daily basis, if you need inspiration that's not company specific, if you are an orphan in the industry, you don't have an active upline, or you need a little bit of help, I can be that virtual assistant for you guys. I can be that virtual motivator. Guys, drop the word group below. I'll add you to our free private training group called Classy Networker, and where we offer motivation, shareables. We do Facebook Lives in there as well, and you're always the first to know of when I'm going live. So drop the word group below. I'll add you to our group for free, and where you guys can get training about how to up-level your business. You know, being a Classy Networker is about up-leveling to 6 figures, but without losing your family, your friends, or your soul. If you want to create a massive business, something that is residual with leverage in network marketing. You got to be a great leader, and you've got to develop leaders on your team as well. Stephanie, I see you. Nicole, I see you. We will add you to the group. And Todd, I got you. We'll send you a message here in just a second. Christina, thank you guys so much. Thank you for being here, and it's so fun to talk to you every single day. If you guys have requests about what you want to hear, training, topics, if you guys have any questions, I do my best to go back through all the questions and answer them one by one. So however I can serve you, Laura Rufus, I got you. We'll add you to the group. Would love to have you guys in there, and how any way that I can help you guys grow your business in 2017, that is my mission for you guys here, and whatever I can do to help. Mwah! Have a fantastic Thursday, and you rock. Bye.